Away. Dear students, today we shall discuss some more problems on operating costing, calculating passenger kilometers. The problem is Viru company runs the following buses in the city limits of Ranemunur, covering the distance of 8 kilometers for 30 days in the month, and each bus makes 10 trips a day with 80% seats filled. Generally, 5 buses are kept away from the road for repairs. 15 buses of 40 passengers capacity, 10 buses of 45 passengers capacity. This is the problem. Now we have to solve like this. First, we have to calculate the passenger kilometer for 15 buses, and then we have to calculate passenger kilometers for 10 buses. Later we have to deduct 5 buses passenger kilometers from the total passenger kilometers, as 5 buses are kept away from road for repairs. So passenger kilometers of 15 buses is equal to, as I already told you, passenger kilometer is equal to number of buses into distance into trips into days into capacity into percentage carried. Now fill up the figures. Number of buses 15 into distance 8 into trips 10 into days 30 into capacity 40 into percentage carried 80%. So the total of all this is 11,52,000 kilometers. 11,52,000 kilometers passenger kilometers are of 15 buses. Then we have to calculate passenger kilometers of 10 buses, applying the same formula, that is number of buses into distance into trips into days into capacity into percentage carried. So number of buses 10 into distance 8 kilometers into trips 10 trips into days 30 into capacity of passengers 45 into percentage carried 80% is equal to 8,64,000. Now we have to calculate total kilometers of 25 buses, that is 15 buses and 10 buses. Total kilometers of 15 buses is equal to, total kilometers passenger kilometers of 25 buses is equal to 15 buses kilometers 11,52,000 plus 10 buses passenger kilometers 8,64,000. So 11,52,000 plus 8,64,000 is equal to 20,16,000 passenger kilometers. This 20,16,000 passenger kilometers are for 25 buses. Now from this we have to deduct passenger kilometers of 5 buses less passenger kilometers of 5 buses is equal to 4,03,200 passenger kilometers. That is 21,16,000 kilometers are for 25 buses, but for 5 buses is to be calculated. That is 20,16,000 into 5 divided by 25. That will be 4,03,200 kilometers. So from 20,16,000 passenger kilometers we have to deduct 4,03,200 passenger kilometers of 5 buses which are kept away for repairs. So now net total passenger kilometers is equal to 16,12,800 passenger kilometers. In this way, this problem is to be solved. First we have to calculate passenger kilometers of 15 buses, then we have to calculate passenger kilometers of 10 buses. After calculating passenger kilometers of 15 and 10 buses, we have to add both the passenger kilometers and we have to deduct passenger kilometers of 5 buses on the basis of 25 buses passenger kilometers. Now one more problem of same kind, but return journey and onward journey are given. The problem is like this. Ganesh company runs fleet of buses as follows: 5 buses of 15 passenger capacity, 6 buses of 40 passengers capacity. Each bus makes 2 trips in a day covering the distance of 100 kilometers. On an average, buses are full on onward journey, but 75% seats are occupied on a return journey. Buses are operated for 25 days in a month. Calculate total passenger kilometers. See, the main highlight of this problem is that here, while onward journey, the capacity is fully filled, whereas on a return journey, only 75% seats are occupied. So that is to be noted, dear students. Here we have to calculate 5 buses passenger kilometers of onward journey and return journey. Again 6 buses passenger kilometers is to be calculated for onward journey and return journey. So we shall calculate passenger kilometers of onward journey of both 5 buses and 6 buses by applying the formula. So passenger kilometers of 5 buses of onward journey is equal to number of buses 5 into distance 100 kilometers into trips 2. Here 2 round trips means onward 2 and return 2. So 2 trips into 25 days into 50 passenger capacity into 100% capacity passengers carried is equal to 12,50,000 passenger kilometers. So this 12,50,000 passenger kilometers are of 5 buses of onward journey. In the same way, we have to calculate passenger kilometers of 6 buses for onward journey is equal to 6 into 100 into 2 into 25 into 40 into 100% is equal to 12 lakh passenger kilometers. So 12 lakh passenger kilometers are of 6 buses for onward journey. Now total onward journeys passenger kilometer is equal to 24,50,000, that is 12,50,000 plus 12 lakh. In the same way, we have to calculate passenger kilometers of both types of buses, that is 5 buses and 6 buses for return journey. So passenger kilometers of 5 buses is equal to number of buses 5 into distance 100 into trips 2 into days 25 into capacity 50 into percentage carried 75% is equal to 9,37,500 passenger kilometers. So 9,37,500 passenger kilometers are of 5 buses for return journey. In the same way, we have to calculate return journey passenger kilometers of 6 buses. number of buses 6 into distance 100 into trips 2 into days 25 into capacity 40 passengers into percentage carried 75%. That will be 9 lakh passenger kilometers. Now total passenger kilometers of return journey is equal to 18 lakh 37,500. That is 9 lakh 37,500 plus 9 lakh passenger kilometer is equal to 18 lakh 37,500 passenger kilometers for return journey. Now grand total, it means total passenger kilometers of both types of buses for onward journey and return journey is equal to 42 lakh 87,500 passenger kilometers. That is 24 lakh 50,000 passenger kilometers of onward journey plus. Now we shall go for 15 marks problem of calculating the passenger cost per passenger kilometer. So far we have studied only calculation of passenger kilometers and total kilometers. Now we shall see the problems based on calculation of cost per passenger kilometer. While calculating cost per passenger kilometer, also we have to calculate total passenger kilometers. That we have studied number of problems for calculation of passenger kilometer. The problem is like this: a company running 6 buses between two places of 75 kilometers apart. Seating capacity of each bus is 40 passengers. The following particulars are available for the month of April. Wages of drivers and conductors 1,44,000. Salaries of office staff 60,000. Diesel and other oil 4,12,800. Repairs and maintenance 48,000. Tax and insurance 96,000. Depreciation 1,56,000. Interest and other charges 1,20,000. Actual passengers carried on an average were 80% of the seating capacity. First off, all the buses run on all the days of the month. Each bus made one trip per day, covering a distance of 150 kilometers. Calculate cost per passenger kilometer. Students, here you have to note that in the first line it is given that a company running 6 buses between two places of 75 kilometers apart, whereas in the last line it is given that each bus made one trip per day covering a distance of 150 kilometers. So if you are, while calculating passenger kilometers, if you are taking 75 kilometers distance, you have to take number of trips as 2. If you are taking 150 kilometers as distance, then the trip will be only 1. So shall calculate passenger kilometers. Passenger kilometers is equal to number of buses into distance into trips into days into capacity into percentage carried. So number of buses 6 into distance 150. I have taken 150 and into trips 1. So if you are taking 75 kilometers trips, you should take 2. If you are taking 150 kilometers as distance, number of trips will be only 1. So I have taken 1 number of trip as 1. So number of buses 6 into distance 150 kilometers into trips 1 into days 30 into capacity 40 passengers into percentage carried 80%. So the total passenger kilometers will be 8,64,000 passenger kilometers. See, one more point is to be noted is here number of days are not specifically given. It is only stated that the following particulars are available for the month of April. It means that these expenses are relating to the month of April. Hence, we have to take the number of days of April month, that is 30 days. So sometimes in this way also you have to note down. So if the days are not given, if the name of the month is given, so take the days of that month. Now we shall calculate operating cost by preparing the operating cost sheet. Already you have taken the pro forma of operating cost. So of the given costs, what costs are to be taken under fixed charges, what costs are to be taken under repairs and maintenance, and what costs are to be recorded under running charges, that you must be perfect. So we shall see standing charges. Wages of drivers, conductors are to be taken under standing charges or fixed charges. So wages of drivers and conductors rupees 1,40,000. Salary of office staff also to be taken under fixed charges rupees 60,000. Then tax and insurance to be taken under fixed charges 96,000. Depreciation 1,56,000. Interest and other charges 1,20,000. These are all the items to be shown under head fixed charges. The total of all these will be 5,76,000. So 5,76,000 is the total of fixed charges to be recorded in the outer column. Then the second head is repairs and maintenance. Under repairs and maintenance, in this problem only one item is given, that is repairs and maintenance. Hence it should be taken in the outer column directly. And then under running charges, the diesel and other oil is to be taken, that is only one item is given, hence it is to be taken in the outer column. Now we have to calculate the total of outer column, that will be 10,36,800. So the total operating cost is rupees 10,36,800. Now we have to calculate cost per passenger kilometer. As we have already studied, the cost per passenger kilometer is equal to formula total operating cost divided by total passenger kilometers. Already we have calculated total passenger kilometers as 8,64,000 and total operating cost as 10,36,800. Now so 10,36,800 is to be divided by 8,64,000. The cost per passenger kilometer will be rupees 1.20. In this way the cost per passenger kilometer is to be calculated. Let us discuss one more problem of same kind, but some indirect information are given in the problem, that is to be carefully noted down by the students. Danu Transport Company runs a bus of 25 seats between Hubli and Dharwad, which are 25 kilometers apart for 30 days in a month with 20% empty. So this is to be remembered, this is to be noted, dear students. In all problems 80% of the capacity is filled, like that the information were given, but in this problem it is stated that in a month 20% empty. 20% empty is as good as 80% occupied. So while calculating passenger kilometer, we have to take percentage carried as a 80%, not 20%. First off, it makes 2 round trips each day. The cost of bus is rupees 2,40,000 with 10 years life. The other expenses per month are as under: driver salary 800, conductor salary 600, manager salary 900, cleaner salary 500, garage rent 300, rent lightings 500, repairs 400, annual tax 3600. Cost of diesel rupees 0.70 per kilometer. Remember students, here the cost of diesel is given for per kilometer. When cost of diesel is given for per kilometer, as I have told you already, we have to calculate total kilometers, not only total passenger kilometer. In this problem we have to calculate total kilometers because the cost of diesel is given per kilometer. First off, the driver and conductor are paid 10% of fare as commission to be divided equally between the two. The margin of profit expected was 20% of fare. Calculate the fare per passenger kilometer. Students, here not only the cost of per passenger kilometer is to be calculated, we have to calculate fare per passenger kilometer. For calculating fare per passenger kilometer, the formula to be applied is cost per passenger kilometer plus profit. So first we shall calculate total passenger kilometers by applying the formula: number of buses into distance into trips into days into capacity into percentage. So number of bus 1, distance 25 kilometers into number of trips 4 into days 30 into capacity 25 into percentage carried 80%, because 20% is empty. So seats occupied are 80%, and it is stated in the problem that it makes 2 round trips, hence we have to take trips, number of trips as 4. So 1 into 25 into 4 into 30 into 25 into 80% is equal to 60,000 passenger kilometers. So we have to calculate total kilometers, not passenger kilometers, total kilometer, to find out the cost of diesel. Total kilometers formula, as we have already studied, number of buses into distance into trips into days. So number of bus 1 into distance 25 kilometers into trips 4 into days 30 is equal to 3000 kilometers. So the total kilometers are 3000, total passenger kilometers are 60,000. Now we have to calculate operating cost by preparing the operating cost sheet. So fixed charges: driver salary rupees 800, conductor salary 600, manager salary 900, cleaner salary 500, garage rent 300, rent and lighting 500, and tax. So in the problem, annual tax is given 3600. Annual tax means for 12 months tax is given as 3600, but we are calculating month wise cost, hence 3600 is to be divided by 12, we will get tax per month rupees 300. Then depreciation is to be calculated. In the previous problem, the total amount of depreciation was given, but in this case the depreciation is to be calculated by applying the formula, that is cost of bus minus scrap value divided by life. But here scrap value is not given, so only cost is to be divided by the life. So cost of bus is 2,40,000 and the life is 10 years. So 2,40,000 divided by 10 years. When we divide 2,40,000 by 10 years, we will get a depreciation for 1 year. Again that figure is to be divided by 12 months, because we have to get depreciation per month. So 2,40,000 divided by 10 again divided by 12 is equal to 2,000. So 2,000 is the depreciation for the month. When you divide 2,40,000 by 10 years, for 1 year the depreciation will be 24,000. So 24,000 is a depreciation for 12 months, but for 1 month again 24,000 is to be divided by 12 months. We will get the depreciation rupees 2,000 per month. Now total of all these fixed charges will be rupees 5,900. So 5,900 are the total fixed charges. Next, second heading, repairs and maintenance. So repairs is given directly rupees 400. That is the only one item it is to be taken in the outer column directly. And then running charges. Under running charges we have to show cost of diesel. Cost of diesel is rupees 0.70 per kilometer, means 70 paise per kilometer. So the total kilometers we have calculated 3,000. So 3,000 into 70 paise, that is 0.70 per kilometer, is equal to 2,100. So 2,100 is the cost of diesel per month. Now the total of these three, 5,900, 400 plus 2,100 is equal to 8,400. 8,400 is the cost, operating cost before commission. To this 8,400 we have to add the commission rupees 1,200. 1,200 it is arrived is given in the note. That is, assume that the fare is rupees 100. When the fare is rupees 100, the commission and profit as given in the problem, 10% commission and 20% profit, means 30%. 30% of 100 is rupees 30. So from the 100 rupee we have to deduct 30 rupee, then we will get 70 rupee. What is this 70 rupee? 70 rupee is the cost before commission and profit. Now we have to calculate total fare assuming this type. That is, when 70 rupees is the cost before commission and profit, rupees 100 is the fare. Then when total cost is 8,400 before charging commission and profit, then what will be the fare? So fare will be rupees 12,000. That is 8,400 into 100 divided by 70. That is, when 70 is cost before commission and profit, 100 rupees the fare. When 8,400 is the cost before commission and profit, then the fare will be rupees 12,000. So when fare is rupees 12,000, the commission, now we can calculate the commission. So commission is 10% of the fare. So 12,000 into 10% comes to rupees 1,200. So 1,200 is the commission. Now total cost before commission and profit is 8,400. We have to add a commission 1,200. Then the total cost before profit will be rupees 9,600. So the total operating cost is rupees 9,600. Now we have to calculate cost per passenger kilometer. Cost per passenger kilometer is equal to, as you all know, total operating cost divided by total passenger kilometer. Fill up the figures. Total operating cost, as we have already calculated, 9,600 rupees. It is to be divided by total passenger kilometer, already calculated 60,000. So 9,600 divided by 60,000 is equal to 0.16. 0.16 is the total operating cost per passenger kilometer. When operating cost per passenger kilometer is calculated, then we have to calculate the fare per passenger kilometer. Fare per passenger kilometer is equal to cost per passenger kilometer plus profit. So cost per passenger kilometer is 0.16. Then profit is 0.04. That is 0.16 into 20 divided by 80. So 20% is given on fare, but we don't know fare, then it is to be converted, the profit percentage is to be converted on cost. So it will be 20 by 80. Hence 0.16 into 20 divided by 80 is equal to 0.04 is the profit per passenger kilometer. Now fare per passenger kilometer is equal to 0.16 plus 0.14 is equal to 0.20. That is 20 paise is the fare per passenger kilometer. If the profit is given on cost basis, we have to take it as a 20 by 100. When the profit is given is based on fare, then it is to be calculated on cost as 20 by 80. In this way, this problem is to be solved. So with this, I would like to conclude this video session, and in my next video we shall see some more problems of a different kind. Thank you one and all.